I was recently tagged by Novels and Nonsense in the Spooktacular book tag, and that is awesome. I am so happy to be tagged. It's cool. This is going to be interesting. So I searched my house looking for Halloween things I could use to kind of decorate, and all I found was this t-shirt, this little pumpkin, which I'll put right here, and this bottle of fog juice for my fog machine. Ooh, fog juice. I'd run the fog machine, but I don't want my books to get all waxy when I'm done with the fog. So this is all I've got to deck my place out for the Spooktacular book tag. Or is it? Yeah, alright, cool. Halloween, right? Yay! Pumpkin, pumpkin. Let's read the Spooktacular book tag. Trick or Treat. What is a series you would consider to be a treat? A book series that I consider to be a real treat would be The Dark Tower by Stephen King. This is book one, The Gunslinger. I just love that it's a mishmash of Western and horror and fantasy and cultural references and some of Stephen King's best writing in my mind. I liked the whole thing. I know people are on the fence about some of the later books, but I liked the whole series. I think it's fantastic. Favorite paranormal read? I don't read a lot of paranormal fiction, but when I chose this one, it was the obvious no-duh answer. That's John Dies at the End by David Wong. It is one of the scariest and yet funniest things I've ever read. The quote on the front of this cover says, "It's like getting run over by a truck made of horror hauling 2 tons of stupid." It starts with a very interesting passage. Solving the following riddle will reveal the awful secret behind the universe, assuming you do not go utterly mad in the attempt. It's about John and Dave, 2 low-life friends in a small town who encounter paranormal situations that are well beyond their reasoning and understanding. The book was adapted into a movie, and if you want a taste of what this thing is, you can look at the opening sentences pulled verbatim from the start of the film. Click the link below, and it'll take you straight to it. Words cannot do this book justice. You need to read it. If you want to be scared, if you don't want to be scared. I will not prepare you. I will not warn you. You need to dive in. All you need to know is that you need to read it in order to find out if John dies at the end. And when he opened the box, he saw a book with orange on the cover. A book with orange on the cover? Well, guess what? It's the sequel to John Dies at the End. This book is full of spiders by David Wong. This one is just as creepy and just as hilarious. This may not look orange, but it's kind of orangey ready. It's orange, I'm calling it orange. Orange. I would just suggest drop whatever Halloween-themed fiction you're reading now and go read John Dies at the End and this book is full of spiders. Halloween to the max. Did I just say to the max? Oh my gosh. Pick a book with a creepy and mysterious cover. While the design of this cover is not the creepiest thing in the world, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, mainly because it's so mysterious. There's nothing on it except for the crow and for the name, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. That tells me 2 things. A, it doesn't want to tell me what the story is about, save for these 2 characters. But I think it's sufficiently mysterious and creepy. What do you think your favorite character would dress up as for Halloween? This is the hardest question. I do not know. I don't have a favorite character, and I don't spend my time thinking about what they would do beyond their normal set of circumstances that they encounter in a book. Talk about the hardest decision of my life. I love the character Wit from The Way of Kings, so I'm going to say that Wit will dress up like Zeth and show up in front of Kaladin just to mess with him. That's a really... You'll only understand if you've read the book, but that's all I've got. I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes trying to think of a character that I love, and then I'm trying to imagine what they would dress up for Halloween. That is seriously the best I could come up with. I'm going to tag Hannah over at Hannah Books and Beauty. I think she would do wonderfully with this tag. And I hope you guys have a wonderful reading week and a spooky Halloween. And I hope that the monsters that are no doubt lurking in the darkness behind me, I hope they don't catch me at all. I'd like to live. Bye.